Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Light Seer's Tarot by Chris Ann, Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reisch. Reisch is spelled R-E-I-S-C-H. Alright, what do we have for Virgo? That's all we want for those. Okay. Oh. Let's see what's going on with this. You've got one card. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this comes in. This could be really good. But let's see. Okay. Starting off, you got trust and divine guidance. Now, yeah, there's a plan. Not that that should be shocking for Virgo, right? But there's a plan. You've been going along the rules for a while. You've been doing what you need to do. Everything's been right. You've been trusting in the rules. It seems like everything's the way it should be with the divine guidance. That divine guidance, yeah. And the Six of Cups is telling me it's been this way for a while. I feel like this in continuation of history. Kind of like, you know, you get up, you work out, you eat breakfast, go to work, go to lunch, go to work, or you go back to work, come home, make dinner, you know, write some things that you need to write, take care of this, take care of that, and you go to bed. It just feels like it's something, it's a routine like that. It feels very much like a routine like that. Whatever I'm supposed to do, I do. I have to get this done this week, so I schedule it where I'm going to do it. When it comes up to that point, I do it, it's done. Repetitious pattern. It seems fine. Like in the beginning, it seems like this makes perfect sense. This seems like a normal Virgo energy. No problem. You got a supportive energy around you. More pentacles, more earth, I should say. Your earth, Virgo's earth. This is very earth energy. The Knight of Pentacles. Very supportive energy. You do what you're supposed to do. You hold to the regimen. You hold to the system, and it works to your favor. People around you expect what they expect from you, like, oh yeah, that's what the Virgo's going to do. Let's work with that. Let's plan with that. You're very responsible. You're very dependable. This seems normal Virgo to me. And there's a lot of confidence that's between you and whoever you work with because this is very, very normal for you. Okay, so I think we're just like highlighting. This is coming from a place of very normal energy, very like, people know what to expect from you. You're very dependable. You're very reliable. The quality you produce is the same every time. It's like they know what to expect from you. This is very good, and you get what you want from them. Like they know that as long as they give you what they're supposed to, you'll give them what you've decided to. Like it's gonna match. You'll put in what they give back. It balances, matches, balances. Okay, so now we're coming in with something new. Okay. Wisdom with the King of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles is another compatible energy. Well, Earth, more Pentacles, still compatible energy with you. With Wisdom, something is changing here. I feel like a disconnect from this. So I almost feel like somebody is like changing their position or changing their connection with you. So this person is changing. Somebody who you were very used to. The King of Pentacles. Which seems to be more of like it was the Knight of Pentacles before, now is the King of Pentacles. I'm getting like they're making a change. The Wisdom, it's kind of like they're letting you know of a change that's coming in. They're going to make a change about how they're connected to the situation. This makes sense to me. It took me a minute, because when I was just looking at it, I was like, how does that make sense? But you're very happy for them. Mermaid, magic, seduction, whatever that is. You're very happy with them. For them, you're letting them know you're very happy. They're making decisions. They're making the right decisions for them. They're letting you know ahead of time This is success. This is all good. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is overlying it, the Three of Swords. Because if they're changing their role in the situation, that means the way you're handling the situation may change. It's kind of like if it was a boss, or if it was somebody who took care of some situation for you, maybe you're the boss, or somebody who supplied you with something, maybe it's your favorite store is going to be changing something. You're used to dealing with this on a certain term. And with this person making decisions to change their life, that role is changing. Somebody else, either that's going to go away, or somebody else is going to have to do it. And you're like, oh, but I liked dealing with it the way I knew it was going to work out. I did what I was supposed to do, and they respected that and gave me what I deserved for it. Like you knew what to expect from them. How's that? And you were very comfortable. Like I knew I put in this, they give me that. I give them this, they give me that. If somebody else is doing this, I don't know how that's going to go. That's the Three of Swords. The success is still there, but going forward, I'm getting some stress. Kind of like you got the Ten of Wands with the energy. It's happening. This person has made their decision. There's a lot changing. Energy is telling me there's a lot changing here. And it's one of those things where you have to go through it. You have to get through the situation. This person has to change their role. The new person coming in has to take over. Whatever it is that's changing. There's definitely other options of how that could be going. Instead of a person, it could be a situational, like maybe you have to move or something like that. But if you have to move, it's kind of like for some reason you have to move. It's not like you want to. It's kind of like you have to. I don't know what to say about that. It's stressful until there's a lot of energy. It just keeps happening. I feel like they're saying, hold on, just get through this. And you do. You're good at getting through things. The wheel is going to turn in your favor. I feel like the earth signs are not the biggest fan of the Wheel of Fortune. Well, I don't know if Cancer is either. And that's a water sign. But when the wheel comes in, I feel like things are going to change, and the wheel is going to play. It's like you hear the wheel is coming. It's like somebody's telling you, hey, by the way, Virgo, that Wheel of Fortune, it's coming for you. And you're like, you don't like that. That's not, whatever this is, you're like, not in this situation. I don't like the Wheel of Fortune in this situation. It's kind of like, I like stability in this situation, and like standing on top of a wheel is not feeling very stable. You can balance it for a while, but once you move just the wrong way and poof, you're on your face. And you're like, I don't want that. You know it's coming. You know the wheel is coming. You're just like, but I have no idea and no way to set that up to make sure it goes my direction. Now the thing is, somebody else is coming in. Or another situation is coming in. So this, whatever left, something is replacing it, is what I'm getting. The Magician is coming in. I feel like you got to make it known in the very beginning how you like things set up. In a very positive way. In the sense of like, the way I live my life type of way. The way I live my life, I have structure and I set up patterns. I have the greatest success with patterns. I don't know if it needs to be any more detailed than that. I don't think you have to go crazy, but you just got to make a point of it. Like, I do well with patterns. When I know what to expect, I do what's expected. If you're going to be random with me and random things coming at me left and right, especially if I don't know what to do with them, I'm not a fan of that. That becomes too stressful for me. I don't like it. I like to know, like, if you need me to do a job, as long as it's, I know the parameters, I know what I'm doing, I can handle that. Within parameters, I can handle a little bit of randomness, but if it's crazy day, all day, every day, constantly, this is not going to work for me. You just need to, like, let this person know how you work. And you also, like, what you liked about the last situation. When the other person was here, I did this, this, and that worked great. And I was very happy with that. Courage shows up first. You got to come forward to tell this person. Right in the beginning, set up the standard right in the beginning. Right in the beginning. This reminds me of, how do I put this? This does not have to do with anything This doesn't have to do any. This doesn't have to do with anything romantic. Doesn't have to. It could in your situation, but this is what's really going through my head. Like, it reminds me of people starting relationships, and they got this lovey-dovey feel. Especially if you have one person that's like, no, I'll do everything. You don't have to do anything, and they train that person to get used to that. That's not going to last forever. At some point, you're not going to like that. But once you train them that way, it's hard to break them out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to start a relationship, even if it's a friendship. You don't want to be the person always driving this person somewhere. Wherever you go, whenever you go somewhere, you're the one always driving. They get used to that. They just let that happen, and they're just expecting it after a while. You don't want to set it up that way. You want to, like, create the balance. Create how you really want it in the beginning. In the beginning, you got to set the standard. You have to set the standard. If you don't, you're kind of subjective to what you get. That is literally, this is the only stability you're going to get from this wheel. If you have the courage to come forward and say, this is how I like things to go, this is where I need things to go, this is how I work best, you have a very high chance that things will go your way. You're tipping the odds in your favor. If you don't, though, it's wild card city. Who knows what you're going to get? Because once it's established, you just kind of have to go with it. If you say what you want ahead of time, odds go much more in your favor, much more. If you don't, it's not looking too good. It's just looking like you're going to end up with a connection that you don't like. And I'm also getting, once it's established with this Ace of Pentacles, it's going to stick that way. So you're going to be stuck with it for a long time. So the more you can come forward with the courage to say what you feel and how you want things and what you do, how you can work best, the more you can do that, the better this could go your way. Especially if you're kind of like, if you offer this person, like, and if you have any questions, I can tell you how things have been. The more helpful you can be to this person, the more likely they're going to go your way and help you get what you want and set it up the way you want it to be set up for you. You definitely want to go forward and tell this person how you feel and how you work best. You definitely want to do this. Don't do that honeymoon phase that people do in romantic relationships. And I'm using that as like a crossover, you know what I mean? Like, people do that, like, I just want to get along, I just want to be happy, I can do that for now, I can do this for now. But when for now turns into a permanent thing, it's not as okay, you know what I mean? Like, one thing that's really popping in my head is, like, I know a couple, the one person always cooks, and that's how they wanted it in the beginning. And now they're still always cooking, and they don't want to cook all the time anymore. But they set it up that way. It's hard to break. They have to literally ask and almost tell the other person what to do. It's like, it's hard for them to change that pattern. So you don't want to get to that point where you're just stuck and you can't change it, or it's really difficult. You know, say it right in the beginning. Try to get that wheel to go, you know, weight that wheel in your favor. You know, put all the weight here on your side for the wheel so it can go the way you want it to go. You know what I mean? Anything else? All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, James4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.